Leo, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. So, we're going to see what's going on for you. And oh, by the way, happy birthday. If you've already had it, or if you're having it now, or it's coming up. We're going to do a Celtic cross for you. I'm not using traditional tarot for the base. I'm doing situations. I did that for Pisces. So I'm going to do it for you. Always take what resonates and throw out what doesn't. And you can have any Leo placement. And if you don't have any planet placements in Leo, you still have a house. All right, what's going on for Leos? What is going on for my Leos? All right. You're clearing space. You're removing some sort of negativity out of your life. Goodness, okay. Challenging. Oh, threatened. So you got somebody around you that might be a little threatened by the fact that you're cleansing them out, right? Maybe they're a little embarrassed that maybe something happened and you're like, You got to go. Now they're embarrassed. What's the root? Oh, the drastic. Past. Hamster wheel, wheel of fortune. Look at the money on the wheel. Uh-oh. Higher self. The receipts. Proof. Near future. Deadline. TikTok. Time is running out. You currently. Well, you're either enjoying yourself with all this fortune, or maybe there's something a little more you want. Others around you. Signs and synchronicities. They're seeing the signs. Seeing something about you. Hopes and fears. Shh, crickets. Non-action. Silence. Outcome. Entrapment. We need to be careful of that outcome. I hope that this message gets who it needs to get to. So make sure you subscribe, share, like, comment. All that is going to push this out. Because somebody's got something in the future where they're going to possibly be trapped. Or, I'm not going to say that. I don't know why I heard that. Oh, I got to say it. Like a blackmail. So it's, using something against you to keep you where somebody wants you. I heard it. I had to say it. So, but currently beautiful. You're trying to remove negativity. Others around you are going to be very threatened by it, clearly with the entrapment. So, the whole root of this is doing a quick cutoff, right? You hear the nip it in the bud. You hear, go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. The whole root of this is you needing to completely cut off, rip the Band-Aid, be done. Because you are in a space of positive energy. You've got positive things going on, and you have elevated and expanded and grown and realize it is time to drastically cut something off, because in the near future you had the deadline. Time is running out, right? So this is why the whole root is let's cut, right? We can't slowly do something because somebody seriously is looking to keep you trapped from moving somewhere or going somewhere past, the Wheel of Fortune in this deck, right? You see all the money on the wheel. So you've had something good happen, okay? But that's not saying you didn't put in the work for it. I just heard that. That wheel was not handed to you. That the resources, the financials, the status, it was not handed to you. Your higher self, you're being shown proof about those around you. Okay? You're being shown proof that it's bad news and you do need to cut it off. Future, time's running out. Time's running out because there's something more that you want. There's something else you're going after. There's something else you're adding. There's something you're doing in some sort of an addition to, whether it's career, some creative endeavor, some project, whether it's at work, whether you're doing it, solo. There is something you're doing. And whatever you did, the hard work you put in paid off in the past. You know this. You have proof of that. But you also are getting proof about the people around you who are trying to keep you stuck. They're threatened. All right? They're threatened that you're on a certain path. You're elevating. You're doing the work. You're putting all that energy and hard work into improving yourself. And that's why right now you're cleansing out the negativity. That's part of this journey, is elevating and opening up your intuition to knowing who's bullshitting you. Right? And that's part of the path. You're on that path and you get it. So there's something you want though. But the ones around you, I think, are catching on to that. They're catching on that there's something you want to do. However, your hopes and fears, we've got crickets. So you're hoping they don't know. You're hoping they don't know or hear or see what it is that you want. There's something more. And you don't want them to catch on to it. But they're sensing something about you. And that's why in the outcome we have entrapment. Could be different for everybody. Some of you, this really looks like, money, resources, going places, right? Status, getting popular. Maybe it's social media. You're doing well. You're blowing up on it, with a side hustle, whatever that may be. It will be different for everybody, but you want more. And somebody might try to do something that's going to keep you stuck. Okay, that's basically you watching your back. Okay. Where are we going? Yes. Let's go straight to the threatened. The challenge with the threatened for Leo. All right. Threatened. Challenge, please. Threatened. They're wearing a mask. They're putting on a specific mask while dealing with you. But there is certainly evil behind it. I'm looking at these eyes with the clown makeup. There's something evil behind it, which is why I said the blackmail with the entrapment. I don't like that. Threatened. There's the justice. There's the ace of wands. The Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Oh my gosh. There's Libra energy. So you could have some strong Libra in your chart. You are so balanced right now. You are on the right path. And you're creating. And it is a solid creation that is going to take off. And you are going to, Six of Wands, this can be people clapping for you, applauding for you. This is you being successful in whatever this creative project is you're doing. But you're so balanced and you're doing everything the correct way. You're being truthful. Do you see how she's even between the two poles? They can't trap you because you're doing everything correctly. You've been moving very slow and methodical, creating this next level of something you want. You know what you're doing because you were successful in the past. They don't have anything on you. I think the outcome is they're going to try to blackmail you, trap you. You're doing the right thing by moving in silence. Hamster wheel, Wheel of Fortune. You're speaking nothing but the truth. Hamster wheel passed. Wheel of Fortune, the hustle. Five of Swords. Ten of Cups. Page of Cups. The Hermit. The Five of Swords. You learned in the past to get out of your head. You have a happy fairy tale ending that you're working towards step by step. That is the Knight of Pentacles. It's a slow moving energy, but it takes the right steps. Remember I said you were doing everything correctly. You're going step by step, and it's taking you longer. But what people don't realize is when you take the right steps, you take sometimes the longer path is the correct path. It's all the folks that do the shortcuts that don't make it to their happy ever ending, wish fulfillment, happiness. You learned to sit with your emotions, hermit, alone, taking a look at yourself, taking a look at the plan, the next step of what it is that you want. And you had to get out of your head so they wouldn't get in your head. You had to get out of your own head. You may have had some self-doubt and maybe talk down or almost talk yourself out of what it was that you wanted. Yeah, there's a guy, he's alone, and there's the two right there. You had to learn to get out of your thoughts, to ignore maybe what they were saying or what they were going to do, whoever is threatened by you. You're already steps ahead. I don't know why this outcome is here, because you're literally moving steps ahead of these people. Your intuition is on point. Tell me about the what sign, the synchronicities with the others around you. Are they seeing signs for themselves? Or are they seeing signs about you? The Four of Swords, it flew out in reverse. So the Four of Swords in the upright is, mentally taking a rest, taking a break, pulling yourself away, hermit. In the reverse, it's getting caught up in your head, getting busy, too much busyness in your head. Temperance. They wanted to throw you off your game. It's like they know how you operate. They knew you were already worried in your head about taking this creative project endeavor a step further. I just saw 1919. Google the angel number for that and see what it means for you. Sagittarius energy, Virgo energy, Libra energy. You could be dealing with any of those signs. You could have that strongly in your chart. It's just a note of the strong energy. They knew you were already caught up in your head. They were hoping they could keep you in your head to not succeed. Tell me about crickets. Six of Swords, head thoughts. Queen of Cups, Five of Cups. You're hoping to remain in silence. You're silently sneaking away because you know they're going to be upset that you're moving on. But you're the Queen of Cups. You have somebody coming in. Or you have somebody currently that you want to be with, and you're trying to move on with this person, have a conversation to be able to open up. You know it's going to upset these people. And that's why you don't want them to find out. There's a Queen of Cups. Whether that's masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. They make you feel calm. So while they're loving and open to you, very nurturing to you, it soothes your mind and keeps you from getting caught up in your head you're easily affected mentally by what people say, what they do. And you have a person around you. They're either coming in or you're already dealing with them. They help make you feel better, calm. The entrapment, the outcome. So if you have one person in your corner that emotionally feels good, they keep you out of your head. They keep your head clear, right? Out of all those chaotic thoughts. See, there's two people moving on in the boat there with all the swords. It's like, no, come on, come on. They help talk you out of, you might have an anxious mind and you're having somebody around you that helps calm the anxiousness down. So what is this entrapment? Nine of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. King of Wands in reverse. This could be somebody. So the King of Wands can be known as an entrepreneur. You know, you're very worried and get very much in your head, like I said, that you're going to have somebody that you are connected to or know of in this environment, whatever it is that you do. They may be like a competitor of yours, and you're so worried that they're going to stop your abundance, stop you from moving forward and trying to entrap you with money in some way. Like a King of Wands, and if they're an entrepreneur or they do something with business, right, in the reverse, this is somebody who's going to do things underhandedly that could trap you financially. Tell me about this King of Wands in reverse for the collective. Tell us about this King of Wands. Maybe we can get something for you to help you know who this is, in case you don't. Or to help verify this reading some. If it resonates, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment. It does help. Bottled up butterflies. Deception. Give me one more. Up. There it is again. See, this is the obsession card in this deck. This is the obsession. See how your obsession is light? So this is what I'm noticing. So remember I said you wanted to go further, whatever project this is. You're working in the light, the healthy. I want to grow this. I want to elevate. I want to take it a step further. I want to push the limits and see, can we break through and make more from this or get further with it? This person is in the dark obsession, the shadow side. And on this card, there's deception. They're holding back. The deception. And remember I told you they're wearing a mask, but look at the evil eyes. So the mask is they're happy. They're chatty. They're colorful around you. They can't stop smiling around you. So they're underhandedly, like I said, King of Wands in reverse. They're underhandedly doing something, working from their shadow side. It's deceptive. It's the mask. They're hiding, smiling in your face. So you're really going to have to listen to your higher self with something they're doing that's showing you proof of what they're doing. But there is somebody that does calm you down. Could be a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let me go over to the higher self, seeing the proof, knowing something that they're doing, your intuition, your higher self is your intuition, but there could be something they actually do where the mask falls off, maybe for a brief moment, maybe for something they said. Show me the receipts. Ten of Swords, something that hurt. It was hurtful. Ending, I think hurtful, just hurtful. Two of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. I get the sense that they kind of, if you worked with this person or you partnered up with them, they knew your potential. They knew you could juggle a lot of activities, a lot of functions to be able to grow. You know how to organize it and keep all the balls in the air, right? Which is why the King of Pentacles is here, right? Sitting pretty, sitting good. Things are growing. Resources are accumulating. You're financially well. The Ten of Swords. They want to end this for you. You're getting something. You're seeing something. Remember, you were the hermit in the past in order to get the financials or resources or job, career, you know, that big opportunity. You knew in the past. You know they want to see you fall, fumble, drop a ball. So you don't get what you're owed, deserved for all the hard work, because they're in the shadow side. They're fake to your face. Let me go over to Tea Leaf and see if there's anything in here we need to know. See if we can help narrow some of this down or get any other information. That was quick. Crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. I told you, you're building something. The enterprise, you're building something. You're making it happen. Rat. Someone working against you behind your back. They're doing it all behind your back. I told you this. There's a rat. Target. You're a goal-oriented person, but you know what that means? It also means you have a target on your back. So you're always going to have to be mindful of these people working against you. Because even though there's a person doing it now, the lesson here is to pay attention to everybody else out there in the world. There's going to be more that are going to put targets on your back as you continue to climb to success. Ant. Work, achievements, success. That's you. Elephant. A long journey, either physically or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. This whole thing, didn't I just say that? That, yeah, you got one person, but this is a lesson to learn to know who to trust and who not to trust, because you're always going to have a target on your back when you climb. You're going to be wiser through this. The elephant has the memory. You're always going to remember what people do, how they act, what do they say, to be able to pay attention, learn the lesson. And while you might always have a target on your back, you'll be able to keep the arrow out of it. Candle. You will be shown the way. You're being shown the way because your intuition is opening to everything that's happening. There is somebody around you that calms you down, who is intuitive, because if it is a water sign, they are intuitive. They are helping you to pay attention to the rats always working against you in the dark shadow side. Leo, that's what I have for you. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. And please share, like, comment, subscribe. All that is going to help get this out to the person who really needs to hear it. I love you guys. Till the next one. I'll talk to you soon.